Welcome back. Children, today I am going to teach you Science of Class 3. The name of the chapter is Animals and Plants. Hope you have learned what I have discussed in the previous module. So, before beginning the next part of this chapter, let's revise the previous part. Plant is a living thing. It produces oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide. Plants can breathe, eat, grow, move, reproduce, and have senses. Today we are going to discuss about animals. First, let us understand what are animals. Animals are a group of creatures. Animals can be insects, mammals, reptiles, fish, etc. Where do animals live? Animals are found in every part of the world. Some live in forests, others live in hot, sandy deserts. Some live in lakes, rivers, and oceans. They are even found in very cold areas. They settle in their respective favorable conditions like food, water, climate. Most of them prefer to stay in groups like deer, elephant, etc. There are different types of animals in the animal kingdom. They are mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, insects, etc. Now we are going to discuss some characteristics of animals. The first characteristic is nutrition. Animal is a living thing, so it grows. To grow, it requires energy. Food gives us energy. Animals can't make their own food. They depend directly or indirectly on plants for food. For example, goats, deer, rabbits, etc. eat plants. So they are known as herbivorous animals. Tigers, lions, wolves, etc. eat other small animals. So they are also known as carnivorous animals. Vulture, crow, etc. eat both plants as well as animals. So they are also called omnivorous animal. In this way, birds, reptiles, insects have different kind of food habits. Now, the next characteristics is breathing. We all need to breathe to stay alive. Animals breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. All animals have different kinds of organs for breathing. Animals like tigers, whales, monkeys, etc. breathe through their lungs. Fish breathe through their gills. Frogs breathe through their lungs and skin. Insects like butterflies, cockroaches have tiny holes on their bodies which help them to breathe. Now, the next characteristics is reproduction. Let us understand what is reproduction. Reproduction is to create or recreate something. Some animals give birth to their young ones. For example, tiger, lion, cow, etc. Some animals lay eggs from which the young ones hatch out. Examples are hen, duck, etc. Now, the next characteristics is movement. Animals can move from one place to another. This movement is known as locomotion. It helps animals to obtain food and get shelter. Locomotion also helps to protect animals from danger of predators or natural calamities. Different animals use different body parts to move. They show a variety in their movement. Animals like tiger, elephant, and many others have two pairs of limbs. They use it to walk, run, and for other movements. Fish have their fins to move in water. The fins help fish to swim and maintain balance in water. Birds can hop on land, swim in water, and fly in air. The wings help them to fly. Crow, sparrow are common birds that fly in the sky. Some birds like ostrich, emu, and kiwi are called flightless birds because they have very heavy bodies and weak wings and can't fly. Birds like duck, swan, etc. can swim in water. Insects can move in various ways. They can walk, jump, fly, hop, or crawl. Reptiles like lizard, snake, etc. use various forms of locomotion to move from one place to another. Mammals like bats or flying squirrels glide to move from one place to another. Next characteristics is sense organs. The eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin are the five sense organs. How do sense organs help animals? Sense organs allow animals to sense changes in the environment around them and in their bodies so that they can respond appropriately. Most animals have organs like heart, brain, etc. Now, let us revise. Animals are a group of creatures. There are different types of animals in the animal kingdom, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, fish, etc. Animals are found in every part of the world. Animals can't make their own food. They depend directly or indirectly on plants for food. Animals breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Animals either give birth to their baby, young ones, or lay eggs from which the young ones hatch. Animals can move from one place to another. This movement is known as locomotion. Sense organs allow animals to sense changes in the environment around them and in their bodies. As we came to the last phase of the chapter, let us understand what is the relationship between plants and animals. We already know that animals depend on plants for food and oxygen. In the same way, plants also depend on animals. How? They prepare food with the help of a gas called carbon dioxide, which is actually given out by animals while breathing. Plants can't make food without this gas, means carbon dioxide. Plants also depend on animals for spreading their seeds and for manure. Carbon dioxide is a harmful gas to breathe for animals. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out a gas called oxygen. This gas is taken in by animals while breathing. So, without oxygen, animals will die. Hence, plants and animals depend upon each other for exchange of gases. So now, girls, take out your book and open chapter number 2, Animals and Plants, and let us read the chapter thoroughly and underline the important lines. So, are you all ready? Take out the book, please. Movement. You all know that animals can move from one place to another. They show a variety in their movements. For example, they can walk, glide, swim, fly, and run. So please underline this line. Underline this line. They can walk, glide, swim, fly, and run. They move here and there in search of food, water, and shelter. This ability is called locomotion. So please underline this line also. This ability is called locomotion. Moving on. Plants do not show locomotion. This is also very important. Underline this line. Plants do not show locomotion. They remain fixed to the ground because they do not have to search for food or water. They prepare their own food and absorb water from the soil. Underline this line, please. They prepare their own food and absorb water from the soil. Some part of plants show movement. Now the next point is nutrition. Animals can't make their own food. Please underline this line. Animals cannot make their own food. They depend directly or indirectly on plants for food. Please underline this line also. They depend directly or indirectly on plants for food. For example, goats, deer, rabbits, etc. eat plants, and tigers, lions, wolves, etc. eat these animals. Plants have the ability to prepare their own food with the help of air, water, and sunlight. Please underline this line. Plants have the ability to prepare their own food with the help of air, water, and sunlight. Some non-green plants like mushrooms cannot prepare their food. They obtain it from dead or decaying substances. Now the next is breathing. Animals like tigers, whales, monkeys, etc. breathe through their lungs. Underline this line, please. Fish breathe through their gills. Frogs breathe through their lungs and skin. These both line, please underline. And insects like butterflies, cockroaches have tiny holes. Please underline this word, very important, tiny holes on their bodies which help them to breathe. Plants breathe through small openings called stomata. Please underline this line. Plants breathe through small opening called stomata, present on the surface of their leaves. Reproduction. Animals either give birth to their young ones or lay eggs from which young ones hatch out. This is important line, please underline. Most plants produce seeds. When sown, these seeds give rise to new plants. There are some plants which grow from a part of the plant like stem or root. Please underline this line. For example, rose plants grow from the stem and sweet potatoes grow from the roots. Sense organs. Animals have sense organs: skin, ears, eyes, nose, and tongue. Underline this line. They use their sense organs to feel and respond to changes in their surroundings. Plants also respond to their surroundings, but they do not have sense organs. Now coming to other organs. Most animals have organs like heart, brain, etc. Plants do not have any such organs. Now memorize and learn these spellings: locomotion, glide, directly, depend, through, hatch, tongue, heart, brain, oxygen, carbon dioxide, exchange. Now let us understand the difference between plants and animals. Number 1. Plants can make their own food, but animals can't make their own food. Number 2. Plants remain fixed to the ground, only shows some movement, but animals can move from one place to another. It is called locomotion. Number 3. Plants produce seeds from which new plants grow, but animals give birth to their young ones or lay eggs from which young ones hatch out. Number 4. Plants don't have sense organs, but animals have sense organs. Now girls, please take out your science copy, and there are 4 drawings which you have to draw in the white side of the page. The first picture is shown here is of breathing. There are next 2 pictures which showing reproduction of plants and animals, and the last drawing you have to do is relationship between plants and animals. Now do this exercise in your copy. Fill in the blanks. Plants have the ability to prepare their own food with the help of dash, dash and sunlight. So the answer is air, water. From number 2 to 6, please do it on your own. Now circle the odd one out. So number 1 I am going to help you out. Number 1 is lungs, gills, stomata, tiny holes. Here is stomata. Do this in your copy. Now the next one is state whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1. Plants can make their own food. True. Now from number 2 to 5, please do on your own. Check the errors in the following sentences. Number 1 is plants prepare their own food and absorb juice from the soil. So the correct answer will be plants prepare their own food and absorb water from the soil. From 2 to 4, please do on your own. Answer the following question. Please write in your copy. What is locomotion? Animals move from one place to another in search for food, water and shelter. They can walk, glide, swim, fly and run. This ability is called locomotion. Number 2. How do plants get their food? Plants have the ability to prepare their own food with the help of air, water, sunlight and a green pigment called chlorophyll. Number 3. How do insects breathe? Insects like butterflies, cockroaches have tiny holes on their bodies. These holes help the insects to breathe. 4. How do animals reproduce? Animals reproduce either by giving birth to their young ones or by laying eggs from which young ones hatch out. Question number 5. What are the things for which plants depend on animals? Plants depend on animals as they prepare their food with the help of carbon dioxide, which is given out by animals while breathing. Thank you. That's all for today.